Yo, what is good YouTube? Richie Kim here. Today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the Nike Air Zoom Generation, also known as the Lebron 1. Before we get started, if you all like sneaker reviews and other sneaker related videos, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. But anyways, let's get right into it. Before we get into the review, I just want to throw something out really quickly. I've been testing out in my videos a different review system or different rating system, I guess. One where I just do an overall rating and one where I do ratings on each aspect of the shoe. And personally, I kind of like doing each aspect better because it gives you a better idea of where the shoe performs well and where it doesn't. Or if the shoe just performs well altogether, then it's gonna have high ratings across the board. So for this review, I will be reverting back to the old rating system. As always guys, starting off with traction, the Nike Air Zoom Generation or Lebron 1 does feature a herringbone traction pattern, except on this pair of shoes, it's a loose herringbone traction. It's not tight herringbone like we see on a lot of shoes nowadays. Overall, the traction is just average. On clean courts and mildly dusty courts, you guys should be fine. The bite is just average too. You guys aren't gonna be stopping on a dime, but you will have decent traction. And as the courts get dustier, you guys are gonna have major problems as you will be slipping a lot. Overall, the traction is just average on the shoe. I definitely prefer other tractions compared to this. So for traction on this shoe, I would give it like maybe an 8 out of 10. So moving on to the cushion, the Air Zoom Generation features a Phylon carrier or some type of foam carrier, and on the inside is full-length Zoom. And as you guys know, or if you guys don't know, full-length Zoom is one of my most favorite cushion setups on performance basketball shoes. And just in general, it feels amazing, especially on basketball shoes. It provides good court feel, responsiveness, and a decent amount of impact protection. So for me as a player, it provides everything that I could possibly want in a cushion setup. You can feel the zoom in the forefoot and the heel, so that's another plus. Sometimes you can't really feel it, but in here, on this pair of shoes, you definitely can. The cushion is amazing, so for cushion on this shoe, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Moving on to the materials, this is a retro of LeBron's first shoe, so it does feature very premium materials and very old school materials. It has a full leather upper, pretty much everywhere except around like these little mid-side panels where it's a type of mesh. Overall, the material usage is nice. It is very old school feeling, but the only downside to that is the shoe is a little heavier than other models out on the market today, and also the breathability in the shoe. The shoe does get a little bit hot because there's pretty much no ventilation on the shoe. If you guys have sweaty feet, this may not be the shoe for you. The materials used on the Air Zoom Generation are A1. I have no complaints about the materials at all. Other than, if you guys do like the new age materials like Flyknit and stuff, you probably won't like this. But if you guys like that old school feel, that very premium feel, you guys won't be disappointed. For materials on the shoe, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Moving on to fit, I do think that these run true to size. Lengthwise, widthwise, I didn't have any problems whatsoever, and I do have slightly wide feet. So I think wide footers, you're fine going true to size. Maybe if you have extremely wide feet, you should try on a pair if you can. If not, just go up half a size just to be safe, because I'm not exactly sure how extreme wide footers will do in the shoe. Another thing to note about the fit is it is a half booty upper, but there is a little bit of dead space up in the toe box area, but it's nothing too noticeable. You don't really feel it, so it's not too big of a deal for me. For fit in the shoe, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Moving on to support, the support in the Lebron 1 or Air Zoom Generation is actually pretty good. Even though it is an old model, it plays very well and the support is great. I had no side-to-side movement on the footbed, no heel slippage, no nothing. Honestly, support in the shoe is actually really good. You definitely feel like your ankle is locked in and your foot is just locked in place the whole time, especially if you crank down the laces. Obviously if you guys don't get the correct size shoe, then it's not gonna provide the support in the right ways. But as long as you guys stick to your correct size, you guys will have no problem in support whatsoever. So for support in the Lebron 1 or Air Zoom Generation, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. These guys retailed for $175 and there are multiple colorways out now. I don't think these are exactly sitting on shelves, so you won't be able to just stroll into your local Foot Locker or wherever and just pick up a pair. But I do know that the resale on these isn't too bad, and I know in some colorways the price is actually below retail. So honestly, for like 175 bucks or around in that area, I don't think it's too bad of a shoe. It is definitely more on the expensive side of basketball shoes, especially for performance basketball shoes. But you know, you are getting a piece of history and a pretty decent playing basketball shoe as well. So for $175, you know, if the money isn't too big of a problem, I say go for it and cop a pair. You guys won't be disappointed. They definitely play well. But you know, also for that price point, there are other better shoes that you could probably play in and, you know, get for cheaper. But like I said, if money isn't a problem, pick up a pair, you guys won't be disappointed. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If you guys liked the video, hit that subscribe button down below and also smash that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. While you guys are at it, check out this video on my left and on my right. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.